Hello everyone, Ultimate X Exe is in the house, and I've brought with me today Garurumon, which digivolves to, Garurumon? I don't know, I know the, Japanese names. So this guy Choshinkas into Garurumon. Try saying that 5 times fast. At any rate, this guy is, pretty much the Japanese version, reborn as an English version with shininess. I don't know why a lot of my figures from that series, Digimon Adventure, are shiny, but at any rate, this guy is. And the only difference between it and the non-shiny version is that this one is shiny and doesn't really have the stripes on his body. So without further ado, I'm going to review this one because my non-shiny version happens to be broken. I actually have a non-shiny version that's just kind of missing a few pieces and is broken some. At any rate, I don't feel like taking it apart and rebuilding parts of this with it, so I'm going to be reviewing this. Anyway, on with the reviewing. This figure has pretty decent articulation. The legs move, not really side to side, but forward and back. They can pretty much move any way you want. You want this guy to crouch, he can crouch. You want him to like lie down, he can lie down. You want him to sniff the ground, he can do that too. But the front's a whole lot more positionable than the back. The back doesn't really position that much. So you basically keep him like this. Yeah. As for the transformation part, this guy can be a little difficult at times, but he's a fairly easy transformation. I'm going to start with the back since it's the easiest. Basically hold him like this, take the tail, pull it in, push it up, and that's it. Then take the back, pull it out, so it's like this. Take the legs, straighten them out, and then just twist them around. I like to just twist them back, then twist them around like that. Make sure they get into place, and that's the lower half of them. It's pretty simple to transform this guy when you get down to it. His chest opens up, you take the arms, fold them out, and be sure to note that these pieces go up against the back over there. You have to make sure they're folded in like this, otherwise it doesn't go in correctly. And then you just fold them out, twist the arms around like this, fold them up like that, pretty much. It's pretty simple when you come down to it. And that's the bulk of it. The arms go in, or rather the legs go in, the arms come out. As best you can, you gotta really careful at times as the legs, and rather the feet, take up quite a bit of room, but they mostly fit in, and the chest goes up. And fold these pieces out, twist the wrists a bit. He's now mostly able to stand on his own because I balanced him out. Or rather, he's going to try to stand on his own. He probably isn't going to succeed. And then you pull the head down into position like this. If you press down on the head, his mouth opens, you can see his tongue. It might be fun to animate him into saying stuff like, I eat cheeseburger, if you're really, really bored. And then you just take the thing on his back, flip it around, so it's up like this, that way his head can't go back. And then take this thing, flip it upside down, and then fold it up, and he's done. He doesn't have a tail in this form, but he's done, and he doesn't stand up on his own. So I'm just going to lean him up against this, and that's pretty much it for transformation. His mouth opens. His arms, as you can see, can move pretty much like this, only they don't go out or anything. The wrists move, these things move. I wouldn't really get too rough with him. His legs bend at the knees. They do wolfy things. Pose it up about any way you want. Sorry about that. And that's pretty much it. He has some belt things on him. He's got a scar on his left eye. He's got a dog tag, which is kind of ironic, but then again, it's kind of like a necessity for werewolves. And that's pretty much it. He looks pretty much like Garurumon from every angle. There's no real problems with him there. It's just one of those figures where you think, how did they do it? How did they get both forms to look decent? And then it's just pretty good, I'd say. I don't really have any complaints about this figure. He finally stands up on his own, and I'd give him like a 9 out of 10 till he fell over. Hence the 9 out of 10 instead of 10 out of 10, because he can't really stand up. But his Garurumon form is pretty good. His Garurumon's form is pretty good. His mouth opens, his tongue sticks out a little bit. And in all, he's a pretty decent figure, I'd say. He's not that hard to find. Of course, there's always eBay. He's kind of old, so you can't get him anywhere else, like a yard sale. If your friend has one, you can like buy it off them, but other than that, your chances of getting this guy are pretty low. So this is Ultimate X Exe. Subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. See you later.